Здравствуйте, Namaskar. Welcome to the Friday Meet organized by the Russian Center for Science and Culture in Kolkata. Illustrious Russian Indian artist and prominent public figure, founder of the International Rurik Memorial Trust, Svyatoslav Rurik, the younger son of Nikolai and Yelena Rurik, came to India as a young boy and stayed here till his last breath. He was born in the year 1904. While living in India, he took active part in the interesting research work, expedition works around Sikkim, Bhutan, and Nepal, along with his parents. He closely studied, observed with great interest, and he collected priceless treasures of ancient cultural heritage, the art, artifacts, and crafts of the people of Himalaya and the Himalayan nature, which was neglected earlier by the colonial rulers and also not paid proper attention by the local population. Svyatoslav Roerich paid much attention to the studying of local folk tales, folk medicines, and pharmacology. He did enough research works on medicinal plants and particularly those plants which protect and arrest the erosion of hilly lands. Svyatoslav Roerich, as with his humanist philosophy, was the emanation from a deep understanding of man as and an objective exploration of reality. His philosophy was analytical rather than visionary. He was not just an observer, but a critical observer of his time. His parents imbibed in him the spiritual values to study cultural ethos of the exquisite and intricate characteristics of the land and people of India, particularly of the Himalayan region. He said, let us beautify our lives. Let us carry the message of beauty into every heart and every home. He had combined in himself the artistic creativity and enlightened quest for the wisdom and the cultural heritage of the common masses. From his early age, Svyatoslav Roerich showed great talent as a painter, and together with the remarkable landscape paintings, he also painted many important portraits. He inherited his father's positive style, realistic style, and the constant striving for perfection. His paintings on India and her people are of full warmth, and they are they have showed they have showed great knowledge of Svyatoslav Roerich about on the customs, ethos, and culture of the Indian people. Like landscape painter, he was equally brilliant as the portrait artist, with unique ability of subtle and deep penetration into the inner world of the people. The portraits of his father Nikolai Roerich and the first Prime Minister of India Jawaharlal Nehru and his wife Devika Rani are to be specially mentioned in this regard. Also, one of the most beautiful ones along with them is the portrait of his mother Yelena Roerich. The world of creativity was like a massive brimming river. The world of his creativity was like a massive brimming river where the source one can trace is the heart of Russia, but which draws the flow of water from the rich tributary that is India. In 1945, he married the grandniece of Rabindranath Tagore, Devika Rani, the first lady of that time, first lady of the Indian cinema and the queen of India's silver screen at that time she was. Tagore titled his grandniece as the flower bird birthed with sunbeams. They were made for each other. They remembered, they revived the institute, Himalayan Institute, and they worked for it for a long period of time. They had they supported the cultural ties between India and Russia and for the amity and cooperation. Since the family of Roerichs, they settled in earlier in the Nagar or in Kulu Valley of Himachal Pradesh. Svyatoslav and Devika also stayed there for a long period of time. Indian landscape and the great Himalayas in their noble work, they projected them through their paintings, through their own research works. Svyatoslav and Devika Rani spent springs on the Himalayan slopes at Urusati, which is known as the morning star of the light of the morning star. Together, they continued the family activities on deepening the cultural ties and expanding the ties of scientific and cultural relations between the two countries, Russia and India. Under their supervision, international exhibition and competition were held in Nagar, in Kulu Valley, where people or artists and intellectuals from different corners of the world took part. Later on, Svyatoslav Roerich and Devika Rani Roerich, they settled down at Tattaguni, at the outskirts of Bangalore city of South India, and there they spent the rest of their life. And there the last breath was done. The last breath was given by Nikolai Roerich and Devika Rani Roerich. But before that, they organized also the art institute over there, and also they organized a solo painting exhibition of Svyatoslav Roerich. For his lofty contribution for understanding between the two countries, for the cultural affinities of two countries and the cultural contacts of two countries, for building the understanding, the close cooperation between Russia and India, Svyatoslav Roerich was honored with the prestigious award Padma Bhushan by the government of India. Like his parents, Svyatoslav Roerich also etched his own creativity with golden letters in the annals of Russian-Indian cultural relationship. We pay our tribute to this great soul, and also along with him, we will be paying tribute to Devika Rani Roerich at our next discussion, at our next meeting. Till then, say you goodbye. Das Vedania, Punor Darshanayocho, Abar Dekha Hobe. Namaskar.